Good morning, everybody. On to the next episode of the Ultimate Fretboard Memorization series. We're going to be memorizing some intervals today. Please let us know when you get here. Say hi in the chat. I appreciate everybody's patience this week. I was finishing up my rhythm video and book, which you can find on my channel, and getting that up and running so that you guys have some great material to actually learn. So we're going to be learning some intervals today. I'm not sure how many folks are going to show up because I haven't done a live stream in about a week and a half. It's amazing how many, how that works. But good morning, Nick. Good morning, Nick. We're going to be taking our fretboard memorization to the next level. Good morning, Larry. Good morning. So we've already done the individual notes, all natural, and then all sharps and flats. So if you haven't seen the episodes leading up to this one, check those out. I take a few hours in each episode to run you through this. Today's episode is going to last for 1 hour, and we're going to be drilling our thirds. Now, the cool thing about intervals and shapes and all this stuff, guys, is that these are shapes that are movable, and there's kind of a physical way to memorize them. So first I want to explain what a third is. Then I want to explain the two kinds of thirds that we're going to be dealing with today. And then we're just going to drill the heck out of it up and down the guitar neck. So first and foremost, a third is an interval. And an interval is a certain distance between two notes. So for example, if we had an A to a C, that would be an interval, and this is the distance between those two notes. Now, a third, what that means is it is the third note up in the alphabet. So our A would be 1, B would be 2, C would be 3. So if we started on F, we'd have G, A. A would be the third of F. Now, we have both major and minor thirds as well. So a major third is defined as it's the third note up in the alphabet as well as 2 whole steps forward, 2 whole steps. A minor third is the third note up in the alphabet, but this one's a step and a half. So minor is always going to be a half step smaller than major. So let's talk about a couple of the shapes real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and drill this stuff. I have my chromatic alphabet down here so that we can measure the amount of whole and half steps as we go. But I want to talk about just some simple shapes first. So major thirds are always going to have kind of this offset type of shape, except for between the G and the B string. That's always going to be our special case here. So I'm going to use C and E as our first example. And you'll see I have the 3rd and 2nd fret here. So that's the major third shape. Now, if I want to make that a minor third, I'm going to go 1 back with my index, and there's a whole fret in between. So you see that's our minor third shape. Now that changes when we are between the G and the B string. So I'm using my C and E up here on the 5th fret here. That's our major third shape. They're right on top of each other, both 5th fret. And then the minor third, of course, is the index goes 1 fret back from there. So those are the 2 shapes that we're going to be drilling today. Now, with that being said, we're going to be drilling those with a lot of different notes. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and put the first question on the screen, and I'm going to ask you guys to tell me, A, what kind of third is this, and B, where are we going to play it on the fretboard? And I'll keep an eye out. I'll give you guys a couple moments to get your answers in. And I'm going to give you a small countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is A and C. Now this is a minor third. So here's how you guys are going to do this. You're going to look at the screen. You say, all right, A to C. There's our third. Here is half step, half step, half step. That's a step and a half. 3 half steps is a step and a half. Right? So then we're going to start all here in the first position. Then you're going to find your A and do the minor third up from there. And in this case, they're offset. Remember, this is the G and the B string, right? Good job, Larry. Good job. Minor third. So we're starting in the first position. We're not going to use really any accidentals yet. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put these questions on the screen here, give you guys roughly 5 to 10 seconds to find them. Let me know the answers down in the chat, and we're going to move through the first position for roughly 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and then we're going to move to the fifth position, then the ninth, and then we'll do an entire fretboard run through. So let's find the next bit of information here. All right, let me know down in the chat what we have, what kind of third is this, and where are you guys going to play it. Remember, there are shapes involved with this. Also, check out musicandguitarlessons.com. The Fretboard Dojo is how you can get in touch with me personally. You join my membership website. There's a lot of cool perks as well as private live streams. All right, guys, so this is F and A, and if we count how far apart these are, we have F, whole step to G, and then another whole step brings us to A. That's 2 whole steps. That is a major third. Major third. All right, let's add in our next question. Let me know what we have down in the chat, guys. I'm going to give a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a C and an E. So if we have C here, whole step to D, whole step to E, that gives us 2 whole steps. This is a major third, right? Now this is C and open E in our first position. Remember, every string is offset by 1 for major thirds except between G and B. All right, let's move on to the next question, guys. What kind of third do we have here? Let me know down in the chat. Major or minor, and then try and find this on your fretboard. The really important thing about this series, guys, is that you're trying to find these on your actual fretboard. Okay, guys, in 3, 2, 1, this is G and B, a major third, and you can grab this on your low E and A, both kind of offset like so. All right, let's keep moving, guys. What kind of third do we have here? Let me know if this is major or minor down in the chat. That's the place to let me know. I'm going to give you the answer here in 3, 2, 1. E to G. This is a step and a half, so we have E, whole step to F sharp, and then a half step to G. So this is our minor third. Now remember, you're always kind of offset by 2, but we have an open string here because that's where that finger would go. So we have second of the G and open D for that minor third. All right, let's keep moving, guys. I'm going to move everything. All right, let me know what kind of third we have here, where we're going to play this. We can actually play this one in the third, in the first position. It's a little tricky, so here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. This is B to D. Now, if you look down here, B to D is a step and a half, so we have half a step and then a whole step. So that's a minor third. We're going to grab our B on the 4th fret of the G and our D, the 3rd fret of the B. Make a nice little B minor. I've got my reverb pedal on and stuff, guys. Let me know how the guitar sounds. I can't hear it, but I have it plugged in directly to stream out. So let me get another third here on the screen. Let me know if this is a major or a minor third. And bonus points if you play it and you can tell me where you played it. Major or minor third. All right, guys, we have a D and an F, which is a step and a half apart. So if we go through here and we take a look, it's a whole step to the E, a half step to the F. That's a minor third, which means we're offset by 2 with that. We get the 3rd and 1st frets of your B and E string here. All right, guys, let's add in another question. What do we have here? Let me know down in the chat what kind of interval that we have, etc., etc. And 3, 2, 1. G to B is 2 whole steps. So if we take a look at G, a whole step to A, another whole step to B, so that's a major third. We're going to get this between the G and the B strings, guys, which means they're right on top of each other, and these are just open. Remember, G to B is the special case that we have. All the other types of intervals kind of work the same between the strings, but once you hit that G and B string, it changes a bit. All right, guys. We're kind of pushing the boundary of first position here. I understand that. But just, bear with me. Remember, these all have a shape. Let me know if this is a major or a minor third down in the chat. It looks like Mr. Larry Pearl's doing some good work down there. Awesome, Larry. So we have a D to an F. So that's a D whole step plus a half step, step and a half. That's our minor third. We're going to grab that on the 5th fret as well as the 3rd fret of your A and D strings. If you're having any trouble locating where these notes are, remember I have an entire series on this, and episode 1 through 3 takes care of where the notes are. So we have D and F. This is a minor third. Remember we have 2 frets in between for that kind of shape. All right, guys, let's move the question along. This is first position-ish, guys. I want to be able to get enough intervals in to where we may not stick to the first position the whole time. So let me know if this is a minor or a major interval down in the chat. Get your guitar out, find it. I'm going to let you know the answer in 3, 2. This is an A minor. So A minor, minor third, right? So A to C. That's a step and a half. And that gives us this cool minor shape, very straightforward. So 5th fret and 3rd fret, because they're separated by 2, you're going to get that shape with it. Okay, guys, let's keep moving. Let me know down in the chat what kind of third we have here. Let me know the notes. Also, try and find them on your guitar. In 3, 2, 1, we have F, whole step to G, whole step to A. That's a major third, guys, major third. So F and A here. So 1st fret of the low E and open A. Remember, we kind of have that offset shape generally for the major third, but in this case, we don't need to have that shape so much because we have an open string. All right, guys, so we're going to move up to the 5th position a little bit and keep moving forward with this. So the 5th position, you're going to have a little bit more opportunity to see some different shapes. So let me know what we have here, guys. What are the 2 notes? And then where are we going to play this up in the 5th position? Or 5th position-ish, guys. When we're doing intervals, we might need to go in and out of positions. Okay, guys, this is C to E, which is a major third. This is a major third, guys. And you're going to play this on the 5th position or 5th fret of both the G and the B strings, right above each other, like so. Remember the major third shape, they're right on top of each other. And if you need proof that this is major third, remember major third is 2 whole steps. So C to D plus D to E there. Good job, Larry. Good job. Very good. We need some other people to start piping in, not just Larry. Larry's doing awesome, but we need more people. All right, guys, let me know what we have on the screen here. Is this major or minor? Also, do your best to find it on your guitar. That's what makes this series so valuable. All right, guys, we have a major third here. F, whole step to G, and it's another whole step to A. And we're going to grab that like so. Remember, this major third shape is offset by 1 between all the strings except G and B. So we have 6th and 5th of the high E and the B. All right, let's take a look at another interval, guys. All right, so how are we going to play this one in the 5th position? Let me know what kind of third is this. Is this a major third, a minor third? If you're just joining us, you might want to check out the beginning of the video where I explain the shapes of these thirds and all of that kind of stuff, or you might even want to check the beginning of the series. This is C and E, which is 2 whole steps apart. This is a major third. Now remember that they're only offset by 1. Your E, the root of this interval, is on the 8th fret of the low E, and then you can grab your 7th fret of the A for that third, for your E. Okay, guys, let's change that interval. Let me know, is this major or minor? And then pick up your guitar and find it. That's what this series is all about. Type in the chat. Good job, Larry. We've got a bunch of correct answers. Here we have G to B, which is G, whole step to A, whole step to B, giving us 2 whole steps. Now, this is a major third, and we're going to be playing this in 5th position, not 1st position. So where before it was 2 open strings, now it's G and B, 5 and 4 of D and G strings. Right? Because remember, this major third shape here is offset. The minor third would be B flat, 1 back. We're not doing any accidentals today. That'll be for the next episode. All right, guys, let's keep moving. What do we have here? This one's going to be 5th position-ish. We're going to actually include probably a 3rd fret. I'll show you 2 different ways to play it. So in 3, 2, 1, this is E to G, E, whole step to F sharp, half step to G, so that's a minor third here, guys. So a couple different ways to play this. Now, of course, we're in 5th position, so we're going to have to move a little bit out of 5th position. We can grab the 5th of the B and the 3rd of the high E. That's a perfectly fine way to grab this. And then between the G and the B strings, we can get 9 and 8. Oopsies, I hit the wrong strings. Right? Now remember, G and B, there's a difference between the shapes. That's because G and B are a different kind of interval than the other strings put together. All right, let's add in another. What do we have here, guys? Is this a major or a minor interval? Pick up your guitar, play it, show me how to play it. All right, guys, we are at G and B. G and B. So G, of course, whole step to A, whole step to B, giving us 2 whole steps. That's a major third. Your G is on the 8th fret of this B string, and the B is on the 7th fret of the high E. So that's your major third shape, offset by 1. All right, let's try another one, guys. Let's do another one. Actually, let's go down to here. What kind of interval do we have here? Let me know down in the chat. Get your guitar out. Find the spot that you need to find to play these. Let me know down in the chat in 3, 2, 1. A to C. A to C, guys, is a step and a half. So we have A to B, half step to C, step and a half. Your A is here on the 7th fret of the D, and the minor third shape, offset by 2, right? And we have A and C. All right, guys, let's move this interval. We're going to move it. What kind of interval do we have here? Is it major or minor? Get your guitar out. Tell me where we're going to play this. That seems to be an important part of this whole process, is knowing where we're going to play things. It's all good to know what interval we have, but it's more important to even know where you play them. So we have F and A here. We're going to be going F, whole step to G, then another whole step to A from there. That's a major third. 8 and 7, A to D string. All right, I'm going to put another question here on the screen. Remember, you can always check out the Fretboard Dojo for more practice on this kind of stuff. This is so important, guys. All right, major or minor, what is the interval, and then where are we going to play it? We have E to G, which is a step and a half. That's our minor third. So E, whole step to F sharp, half step to G there. So E to G, that is 7 and 5, A to D string, that minor third shape offset by 2. Let's move that interval again. What interval do we have here on the screen, guys? Is it major? Is it minor? Where are you going to play it? Where are you going to play these things? In 3, 2, 1, we have F and A. That's 6 and 5 here. That's a major third, so let's just count F up to A to see what we have in terms of measured distance. F, whole step to G, and then a whole step to A there. So 2 whole steps giving us the major third, and of course now you know that major third finger shape. Okay, guys, here we go. Moving right along. Let's do... This will be the last question for this position, and then we're going to move up a little bit. I may not go the whole hour today, guys. It doesn't look like there's a lot of engagement, so we're gonna get as much of this done as we can. All right, guys, here we go. B and D, which is a step and a half. B, whole step to C sharp, half step to D. And that's going to be 7 and 5. So that's that minor third shape that you have going here. All right, guys, let's bring this information up a little bit. We're going to play these as high as we can on the neck because it's tricky. So we have major and minor thirds, and I am hitting that reset button now. So we have what kind of interval here? How are we going to play this high up on the neck? Give us the answers down in the chat, guys, down in the chat. In 3, 2, 1, we have D and F. As you can see, I'm playing this D and F here on 12 and 10. That's a minor third. It has that minor third shape offset by 2. So D, whole step, half step, step and a half. The definition of a minor third there. All right, guys. Let's keep moving. It's a little low. Let's do here. All right, let me know what kind of interval we have down in the chat. Get your guitar out. Try and find this here interval. All right, guys, we have E and G. We're going to get that 12 and 10 up here, low, E and A. Sometimes it's easier just to hold my guitar like it's my cello, especially for the camera angle. All right, let's move the question here. Good job, Larry. Keep those answers rolling in. All right, what do we have here, guys? Major third, minor third. What kind of third do we have? And most importantly, how are we going to play this as high up on the neck as you can get? This is B to D, which is a step and a half. Now that step and a half can be played here. 9 and 7, got that minor third shape. Right, and D sharp would be the major third. But we're using the minor third shape there, so we're only doing natural notes today, guys. All right, what do we have here? Is this minor, major? How are we going to play it? Where are we going to play it? Check out this cool coffee mug. You can get this on musicandguitarlessons.shop if you want to have a cool coffee mug. I have the I Love Music Theory one there too. And the Mug of Fifths. Okay, guys. Here we have B to D, another minor third. This is going to be 12 and 10 up here. All right, let's add in another question. Just going to take those both down stepwise. Let me know what we have here in the chat. Major or minor? What's going on? Get that guitar out. We're memorizing our fretboard. We have A and C, a minor third. Of course, A and C are a step and a half apart. So we have A, whole step to B, half step to C. That gives us minor third. Let's keep moving, guys. What do we have here? Let us know the answer down in the chat. Down in the chat. In 5, 4, 3, 2. We have E to G. And if you want to play this one, you can grab this on the G and the B strings. We're 9th and 8th fret. Remember, this is the minor, but it's only offset by 1 because we're on the G and the B string. So that, anytime you hit this G and B string, the shapes from here, you take the shape here and you move the index back 1 or whatever finger back 1. All right, guys, what do we have here? What kind of interval is this? Find it on your guitar. Let me know how you're going to play it. Remember, if you guys go through these exercises all the way through the entire series, you will know your fretboard. You will. I promise you such things. All right, guys. A and C, minor third. This is a 12 and 10 between the A and D strings. All right, let's move that question right along, guys. What do we have here? Where are we going to play it? Let us know down in the chat. We may even go past the 12th fret. Now that we're doing intervals, you're going to have to be a little more free-ranging. All right, guys, we have F and A. This is a major third. Let me just prove that it's a major third. F, G, whole step, A, another whole step. Right, and you can get this on the 13th and 12th of low E and A here, right? And you can also get it on the 8th and 7th, A to D. Okay, guys, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the interval rules up just a little bit. Now I want you guys to try and find it in every spot that you can on the fretboard. We're going to do 10 of these, and then I'm going to wrap up for the day. So let's start. What do we have here? Major or minor? Can you play it on your guitar? And if you can, how many different places can you play it? Get those guitars out, guys. This is a C to an E. So first off, this is a major third. C, whole step, right? So 2 whole steps in there. You can grab this number 3 and 2 of the A and D string. Remember that shape right there? We can also get it 8 and 7, low E to A. All right, second question of our final 10. What do we have here? Major or minor? Get your guitar out. Get your guitar out and let's figure out what we have here. This is E to G. This is a minor third, so we can grab this on the B and E string, 5 and 3, right? And if we wanted to move down here, we've got 9 and 8, G and B strings. And you can also get 14 and 12. We're not going to go too much further up the neck past there because not that much of a point in it. All right, guys, what do we have here? Third question. Major or minor, how many different places are you going to be able to play this? Major or minor, how many different places? In 3, 2, pause the video if you need to, by the way, guys. G and B. So that's our open G and B. We can also grab, that's a major third, by the way, so open G and B, we have that stacked right on each other shape, and then we have 5 and 4. Good morning, Probin. 5 and 4 for G and B, making that our major third shape, right? And then G is also up here on the 10th fret, so we can get 10 and 9 between the A and D strings, giving us those major thirds. All right, let's go for question number 4 of our final 10. What notes do we have here? Are they major? Major or minor? And then how are we going to play this interval? How are we going to play this interval? This, in 3, 2, 1, is A and C, a minor third. So we can grab this as our 10th fret and 8th fret of B and E. And we can also jump up to the 14th and 13th fret of G and B. All right, what do we have here? How many spots can we play it? Major third, minor third. Good job, Larry, giving us some good answers still. Excellent. Very cool. Major third or minor third. We have a B to a D, which is our minor third. Now, of course, this is B, whole step, half step, step and a half, giving us our minor third. We can get 4 and 3 for that minor third shape here, right? And then we can go all the way up here to 9 and 7. And we can also do 14 and 12 from our G and B, D and G, and A and D. So here we go, guys. Let's keep it moving. Actually, let's bring this down a little bit. Where can we play this? What kind of interval is it? Find it in all the spots that you can find it. Check out the Fretboard Dojo, guys. Get access to the private live streams. These live streams are all about actually quizzing things, actually going through things. I'm not just going to tell you how it works. I'm going to quiz it with you guys. Okay, here we go. F and A. This is 2 steps apart. So F, whole step to G, whole step to A, major third, right? So we've got 6 and 5 of our B and E strings, right? And then we have our 10 and our 10 here on our G and B. Remember, major third shape looks like this. And then on the other strings, it's all kind of offset by 1, right? Okay, guys. Moving right along. What do we have here? Let me know down in the chat if this is major and minor, or minor. Major or minor, can't be both. Find it on your guitar in 3, 2, 1. This is A to C, a minor third. That's a step and a half. Look at the distance there. And this is 5th and 3rd. 5th and 3rd. All right, guys, let's do 2 more questions. What do we have here? Major third, minor third. What is it? Let me know down in the chat. Find it on your guitar. All right, guys. We have D to F. So this is a D, whole step to E, half step to F. D, E, F, minor third. Good job, Larry. This is going to be 5th and 3rd here of our A and D strings. And then we're going to do 10 and 8 of low E and A. Good job, Probin. You're getting better. I can see that you're getting better. All right, guys, what do we have here? Major or minor third? What kind of third? Let us know down in the chat. And 3, 2, 1. This is C and E. So we have 1st fret of the B, open high E, that major third shape between our B and E strings. Now remember, that kind of shape changes a little bit when we go G and B. This is our 5th fret on both here. And then when we go between D and G, we're going to go back to the old shape. So now we've got 10 and 9. And the old shape, A to D, up past the 12th fret. Not too much of a point of going up there. because it's all repeating material. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the fretboard quiz today. It looked like it went a little quicker than I thought it would, but that's okay. 35 minutes of memorization, I think, is just fine. If you guys have any questions, send them to ross@musicandguitarlessons.com. Check out musicandguitarlessons.com. Join my dojo, starting at $2 a month. Also, Music Theory in One Lesson, my book, 100 sight reading exercises, my book and video, and my new rhythm book and video, Rhythm Made Easy. Check those out, guys. I'm trying to spread strong music fundamentals throughout the world, as well as some classical guitar, fretboard memorization, and a bit of fingerstyle blues. So thanks for dropping in today, guys. Next live stream is on Friday. Just because I finished this long video, I'm kind of taking it a little easier this week because I just want to jam a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm sure you guys can see eye to eye with me on that. Catch you guys later.